Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time. I just really been focused on school, trying to knock out these finals, get them good grades, get my education, all that good stuff. So today we're just gonna have a little chit chat. I really wanted to discuss how to move on from a relationship. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. As some of you guys may know, I've been in a relationship. Well, I was in a relationship for a very long time. I actually have videos with him on my channel, so feel free to go watch it. But we got together when I was 16, and we were together basically until I was 21. Granted, we did have a period of time where we broke up last year, but we were still very much dating, just not with a title. So it was like, you do you, I'm gonna do me, but like we're still like together. It was like a break, but not really. And I know many of you are gonna be like, why would you do that? And I'll get into that. But really with him, I thought that was the end for me. I thought that was like my person. I thought that we were gonna get married. I really saw myself marrying him. I'm not gonna ever say we'll never get back together, because you never know what God's plan is for you and what journey he has set up for you. But I know in this moment that it wasn't our time, and that I was forcing something that just ran its course. Honestly, like with my mindset, I'm always dating to marry. I feel like where I'm at with myself, I'm okay being alone, but I love to be with somebody because I feel like together I would make a great team with somebody. And time again, I've heard from almost every guy that I've ever talked to, like, oh, like I see you as a wife, but I'm not ready yet, or I need to experience life first. So I get that. I feel like guys' journey is very much different from a woman's journey. Women really mature faster than men do, and I understand that. But I feel like if you have a woman that's in front of you that offers you support and stability and wants to get you to her level, why wouldn't you want to take that opportunity? But yet again, men have to experience things. And I was talking to a lot of guys and like a lot of guy friends and stuff like that, and it's like men feel like they have to go through a hoe phase. I personally cannot get myself to lay down with multiple people. I would not do hookups. I mean, like, I'm not opposed to it, but that's not something I go out my way to try and do. If it happens, it happens. It is what it is. But I don't try to put myself in a situation to where I lay down with somebody that I don't have some type of connection with or a friendship with. So for me personally, I just can't do that. The fact that guys do that until they find whatever it is that they're looking for, I will never understand, because again, I'm not a guy. So moving on to our situation last year, I don't want to put everything out there, but he was in the same place again where he felt that he had to experience things. I get it. And I wanted to give him that time to experience it. Where I fell short at was the fact that I left myself open to be hurt even when we made an agreement to not be together. I should have cut ties and not been so open and quick to take him back. He is my best friend. He still is my best friend to this day. And I don't have any hard feelings for him. I feel like I learned a lot of lessons from him, because he's very much the type of person that's go with the flow while I plan. And I had to learn to let life be life, and that I can't plan everything to the T because things change. So I really learned a lot from him, and I feel like I gave him a lot to take with him to learn and better himself. Am I heartbroken over the situation? No. I felt that it was something that was going to happen, and I felt that it was a reason that it was going to happen. Not going to be cocky or anything, but a lot of the guys that I've had talked to always come back, and it may not be in a romantic way, but they come back as a friend and stuff like that. So I'm never opposed to leaving a door in a way open to have communication, but I don't leave my heart open to be romantically affected. And that took a lot of maturity, honestly. I started dating young, but I wouldn't say my first real relationship was until I was 14. I was with a guy for about a year. He cheated. Then I talked to other guys. Things fell off, it just didn't work out because of the type of woman I am. And I feel like guys are intimidated by me because I know what I want and I know where I want to be. And a lot of them aren't to the point where they're set and know what they want to do with themselves. And that's fine. Everybody works on their own pace. But my thing is, like, as long as you're working towards something, I don't mind being there to support you. I would never be like, oh, you're not on my level, so we're not going to talk. That's not how I am. But at the same time, I will not settle for less than what I deserve. If I see that you are not offering me anything that I feel will be beneficial for me mentally, I will leave. And that's how it should be. You have to find somebody that is going to match with you or work towards matching with you. Because some people will get with you and never want to change and never want to work on themselves and never want to be better. You always want to find somebody that is working towards being a better them and being better for your relationship as a whole. I am getting ready to graduate school, and to have somebody who is trying to be successful in life with me is what I want and what I know I deserve. I've seen my parents struggle. I do not want to go through that. I don't want to be the supportive woman who's literally working day and night, putting food on the table and getting everything in order like my mom was. And I love my mom for that, and I feel like she has really shown me how to be a better woman because of the things that she did wrong. And I appreciate her for that. Like, not saying, oh, thank God she didn't do everything right, because nobody's perfect. But I think that God had it planned that way so I could take lessons from what my mom went through and improve on that to improve myself, because I know I'm different than my mom. But again, you have similarities to your parents. And you are never going to be exactly like your parents, but you definitely have similarities from both your parents. So I know what I want, and I will never settle for less anymore, because I feel like I put so much into relationships just to get nothing in return. I got like half-ass stuff. I don't even mean to curse because I'm trying to be professional, but that's the best phrase that I can come up with. I was not getting that 50-50 that I expected. I was giving 75 and giving 25 back. It doesn't work that way. I want a partnership. I want somebody to build with, and I'm trying not to get emotional. I'm not hurt by the situation, but I'm frustrated because I really thought that was the end. And to be honest, that was an issue too, because I've never been single. And I know that's crazy because I'm only 21. I started dating when I was 14, like I said. I dated all up until now. I was with the same guy for almost 5 years. I was never, ever truly single. When I broke up with somebody, I was always talking to somebody after. And then I got into a relationship, and then we broke up. I was talking to somebody after. Like, I was never truly single. And where I'm at right now, I'm okay by myself. I'm okay with who I am becoming, and I'm not mad at that. And if people are going to be mad at me being the way that I am and being blunt and honest with them, that's on them. I learned that honesty is really key in life, because when you hold back, you are eating yourself internally. And I had so many things that I had to deal with from my relationship issues with my father and my mother that I had to learn to build from, because I saw in my relationship with him that I was expecting him to fill a void that I had from my parents. And I had to overcome that. And no, my parents are not perfect, but I love them and they support me. And that's the best thing I can ask for. Did I have the best childhood growing up in situations? Definitely not. But as an adult, I'm not letting those past issues follow me into my adulthood. I refuse to, because you fall into so many bad situations by holding on to something that your parents did. I will never do that. So getting over a relationship that has happened we were with them for so long is a process. I'm not saying that I wasn't hurt at all by the situation, no. But am I still hurt now? No. Because again, I knew it was happening. I did everything that I could, and I knew I put in everything that I could. And if it wasn't enough, then that's not my problem. That's on them. So my process to moving on from the relationship and starting to open up to actually be single and enjoy life, I wrote letters and I burned the letters. And I knew that that was something that I just had to release all of. I also cut my hair. And that wasn't because, when a girl's going through something traumatic, she cuts her hair. Like, no. I cut my hair because I knew that it was a part of my journey to start fresh. And it felt so relieving when I got my hair cut. Like, you guys may not, really notice it, but I cut half my hair off. My hair was down to right above my chest, and it's now literally to my chin. So I cut off this much hair. And when I saw that hair hit the floor, I literally felt like I wanted to cry because I was so happy with the direction that I'm moving in with myself. So when a relationship ends, you shouldn't see it as a burden and a heartbreak. You're going to cry, of course. That's inevitable because you felt a connection with that person. You love them. You're always going to love them. But things happen for a reason. And that's what you have to remember. Nothing that is put in your life just randomly happens. It was all planned for you. So, for me, I knew that this experience had to be different because I feel like I was settling in a way. Because I'm like, I love him, I love him, I love him. And I do love him. But I was forcing him to be ready for something that he wasn't ready for. And I had to step back and be like, wow, I was kind of pushing towards something that I already knew. I already knew. There's never any red flags that you aren't aware of. You choose to be blind to them. So I was already aware of the type of person that he was and what he needed to do to improve himself. But I blocked that because I loved him. And I love him. I still love him. But now it's more me focusing on our friendship and keeping that separate from how I felt when we were in a relationship and moving to improve myself. So I am really happy right now, and don't get me wrong, I have my down moments, but it's not because of my relationship. I struggle with depression and anxiety, and I have for a few years, but I work on that every single day to improve myself and be happy with me on my own. And that's the main thing. I feel like a lot of women and young girls don't know how to be on their own. And I had to learn that. I told y'all I was in relationships ever since I was 14. And being 21 now and almost gonna be 22 in a couple months, it's like, why was I so... No, I just answered my own question. Why was I so needing of a man? It was because I felt like I was lacking with my father. And I was seeking a relationship because I'm like, I want to love a man the way that my father couldn't love me, type of thing. And my relationship with my dad is improving. And that was because I was finally able to open up and tell him how what he did affected me. And the same thing with my mom. I was able to open up with her. So it's all a learning process. And don't expect things to be easy because they're not. So relationships are always learning lessons. So guys, that's the end of this video. I know it was really deep, but it was something I felt like I needed to say. I don't want y'all to go blast him and be like, things happen for a reason, and I will always appreciate the lessons that I got from him. Again, I'm not saying you know, things will never happen. I'm never not open to things, you know. Everything is gonna happen the way it's supposed to happen. I'm not forcing anything anymore. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. Remember to follow me on all my socials. I am very active on my Instagram, Alana.Nichelle, Twitter at Alana_Nichelle, Snapchat at ForbiddenXX, and TikTok at Alana.Nichelle_. And I will see you guys in the next video next week. Bye.